But keep an eye for him if he pops up here. You never know.
Good evening, everyone. It is we were just discussing backstage, our 5th annual, 4 years, but 5th annual, because when you do something, you start at 1 and not 0. Yes, thank you. Juice is great at counting. Breakdown of year in review with the movie guys. So we are so honored to be here tonight, of course, as always, as we break down the year in review, 2025, 8 days in, with the one and only Paul Preston and Adam Witt. Oh, breaking news again.
Yeah, breaking news. Today, as we cover the dumb news, there's actual news in LA, and it's not good. Everything's on fire. You'll notice my tag is LA tour guide. Not working currently because, there's awful things are on fire and there's bad air quality everywhere. So luckily I haven't had to cancel any tours, but we'll see about the ones that I got coming up very soon. But with that, there's fire in Altadena, Pasadena. There's fire on the coast. There's fire up in Sylmar. And a new one just popped up in Runyon Canyon area in Hollywood, which is near our dear friend, Adam Witt. So to quote him, our lead story, I'm evacuating. So I think that's what he's doing. And then, of course, he goes notoriously quiet on text which means he probably is evacuating and too busy to get back to us.
Yes.
So, just me.
Yeah, just Paul this year. Yeah. But we were wishing Adam and everyone in LA, obviously, Southern California in general, obviously, it's not just LA, to be safe. And yes, if you get your evacuation notices, don't mess around with that. Please do that.
And let's get silly.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
Roping. I like that. You're a jabroni. Quiet.
It's Wednesday night.
My world's on fire. How about yours?
Yeah.
That's a terrible.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's What the Show. My name is AJ Lancaster. I'm one of your co-hosts, and we're recapping the year that was.
That was
2025 before anything else happens.
It's likely it will, considering things that are happening at the end of this month.
And hello, everybody.
Hi, we're the Deacons.
We're the Deacons. It's wonderful to be here in 2025. I can say straightforward, we haven't been on What the Show in a couple of weeks. So I've been looking forward to this stream for a while. This is for us one of our favorite little silly traditions. It's such a great way to just get things going on a positive foot, to look back at everything in the whole entirety of the year, to just get everything pushed forward in a positive way. This is always a joy to take part in. So I'm very excited to be here. Above us, we've got...
Yes. 2025, very, very big year for me. I actually shaved my head completely bald, and this much has already grown back. So it's been a pretty significant year in the juice hair growth department.
Only a little jealous.
Is that for real? Is that a week?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just for men's.
That's hair dye.
Start doing ad reads for just for men.
Just for men. Gave Justin the juice. This is luscious hair.
No, I got it last week, and it's been a good
looking so dapper.
A good. It's not as I didn't shower today, so it's not as
he wants to save some
together as I'd like it to be, but it's nice to be relieved from the flow. I liked it, but it was becoming to be too much.
Having long hair is hot, isn't it? And sometimes annoying. Hot is in temperature, not like
to deal with. Yeah, right. I knew that immediately. Yeah.
You were so hot before this.
All
juice now here.
And
all downhill from here.
And of course, man who does not need an introduction because we all know and love him, but one of our absolute favorite guests to ever have on the show, Mr. Paul Preston. Welcome back.
Yes, thank you. I mean, to roll off of AJ's all-star quote, it's the events out here today just make you forget about terrorist attacks that were so very recent. You know, remember those? Those were just like last week.
Yeah,
Those were all the talk.
truly.
Some could say
2025 is a
nicely
real.
skate is getting pretty thin.
It's really been what a year. Yeah, we truly have so much to recap.
Yeah. I don't remember any of that because AJ deleted the Nicolas Cage saving the Declaration of Independence out of our gift, so I no longer remember any history.
Listen, we don't need a Declaration of Independence anymore.
You know what? Finally saw that movie, National Treasure. I had,
really?
I took. I finally got COVID after 4 years. I finally got it in August. I had a fever for one night and nothing else, and I was very grateful. But I still tested positive for 4 days. So movies, and I knew that one was always like nagging at me. I'd never seen National Treasure. It was okay, but
It's fine.
what I enjoyed was I got on a little Cage tear and I watched The Family Man. I had never seen that, and for a goofy family drama, Brett Ratner really lets him Cage out, and I thought that was great because you got to let him do what he does and see if he still connects in every other aspect of story and character and all that stuff. Like that's what was so great about Wicked, I thought, is that Goldblum comes in and he's Goldblum AF, and I was like, please, yes. And he connected with the characters and he advanced the plot and he had stakes and all the things that will even be more so in the next one. So it's some of the best acting from guys like those guys who are so unique, because Cage still gets to go, I don't know what to, like he's doing all this yelling and stuff in The Family Man, but like it never loses its path. I don't think they let him freak out enough in National Treasure. I would let him yell more and do his Cage thing a little more. Instead, they kept him, I think, a little too refined. But the movie was okay.
Okay, there's
a rant for you.
Two very important things. This is the first time in our year-end recap that we could just say, you know who celebrated a birthday before our year-end recap? Nicolas Cage on January 7th. Happy birthday, Nicolas Cage.
Happy birthday.
Wish we had a gift to pull up.
Any chance you follow the Family up with the Weatherman? Because the Weatherman is my all-time favorite Nicolas Cage besides Pig.
And we all saw the Golden Globes, right?
Oh,
with
wait.
Nikki Glazer's great joke.
Yes.
Nikki Glazer's great joke. They said Nicolas Cage looks great, and he's coming here tonight from. He looks great
coffin.
because he slept in Elvis's coffin or something like that. I was like, that's perfect. She worded it better. Boy, I heard her on the Howard Stern show, the way she toils over every word and all those jokes, and it pays off.
She was on there right after the Brady. She did start right after the Brady roast too, and went with the jokes that they wouldn't let her use. Oh wow!
Yeah, worth it.
Oh yeah, there were some on the list for this one that were tough.
Well, the Affleck one specifically, which was like Ben Affleck's here tonight to find out which new Jennifer's life he could potentially ruin or something like that. They didn't go with it. Yeah.
And I would have allowed it personally.
But
you know who has the same birthday as Nicolas Cage? Jeremy fucking Renner.
Oh.
Yes, he does.
Think about that for like 5 seconds.
The same year, too?
No.
Oh,
Wow.
No.
I would have been like,
I
wow.
don't even know.
Just a bit off.
I don't even know how old Jeremy Renner is.
Jeremy Renner is like older than you
Yes,
think
he's-
he is, though.
He was born in 1971, which makes him 54.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy 54th birthday, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
Hey, rock on. Looking good for 54.
Yeah.
I agree. I think yes.
Oh, yeah. It's like
1,000%. 1,000%. This is for William and strictly William alone. Well, everyone can enjoy this quick story. In my year in review, I had a patient the other day who had a little Knuckles, action figure, whatever you want to call it, little Knuckles toy. And I was like, oh, you got Knuckles there. That's really cool. I work with children, just to be clear. And
It was me.
it was him. And so he's like, yeah. And so I was like, oh, I love Knuckles. And so a colleague of mine was like, oh, he's the best. And I was like, oh, Sonic did get 4 touchdowns the other night. I don't know. But for all you Detroit Lions fans out there, that one's for you.
So let's go into some of the news for the year.
Yes. Let's break down this god awful year. That has been so far.
The year that was, and we
Yeah,
shall
that was.
never think about again.
Yes.
The year of
Okay.
2025.
You know, the
All
weird
right.
part is they if you look for news, this like Google News 2025, it's mostly everybody worrying about what Trump is going to do.
Yeah.
Like there isn't even any news happening, but they're just pre-worrying about news to come.
It's speculative news.
People
Yeah.
wonder why everyone is so
News
anxious.
is what's happening or what happened. They got what news is wrong because they're talking about
Yeah.
what's to come. But that's in like every other article. But
Well,
he's
that's not
talking a lot
how
of shit.
news works.
So as always, Paul has done his homework
Yeah.
and has provided us with some visual aids.
Yes.
So would you like us to bring the visual aid up first, or would you like to introduce?
Well, let's stay on path with what I opened with. Hit letter C. This is a picture of Steve Gutenberg hit the streets of Pacific Palisades to help evacuate people, and a lot of people find that like cool. It's like, oh, Steve Gutenberg, police academy guy, coming out and helping people. You know, does Gen Z even know who Steve Gutenberg is? I don't know.
Probably not.
Why? Probably not. But I remember one of the first times I went to the 4th of July parade at the Pacific Palisades. He was the honorary mayor, so he's a big Pacific Palisades guy. So he's been just crushed and equally going out into the streets and like being the guy. Like you could have gone out and Steve Gutenberg is helping you get your car out of the path of the fire trucks or something. Like he just went out there and did stuff. And I don't know, crazy. I was impressed. You know,
Wait,
considering all you had to do as an honorary mayor in the parade was just go travel in a car and wave. You know, I don't know what else they
He's
have to do.
taking his job seriously, and I appreciate that.
He's
It's
not
like
even currently
getting
the honorary
an honorary degree in something and then doing surgery. Like,
Yeah. I have an honorary doctorate.
hearing him say,
That's
leave your keys in your car, I'm gonna go move it for you, like, and that way we can make sure that the good guys can do their job. Like, that was so cool for a guy who looks like a Midwest dad anymore too.
I know. Look at
Like,
him.
he's just-
He does give Midwest dad energy.
And you know who we have to thank for this? And that is, of course, the Stonecutters, because they made Steve Gutenberg a star. And nobody
way to pull an old lyric out. Nice.
there we go.
I,
I knew you get that. Oh, God.
just
Look,
imagine.
3 seconds after I did it.
I was like,
Can I
what
tell
is
you guys
that?
something really terrible?
Y'all really should.
I just
see
imagine Michael Winslow doing the siren noise.
share a brain. Truly.
He should follow him around. That'd be hilarious. Steve Gutenberg shows up and the guys are going, he gets out of a car, you know, and then says, "What are we doing here?" You know, that'd be great. I would love to see that. Tackleberry's
They've
with him.
got,
He's armed to the teeth. Be fun.
they've got Newman in the back just playing a piano.
Kids know 3
Oh.
Men and a Baby, though, don't they? Even if they don't know.
Oh,
3
yeah. Everyone, you know, the youth of the today love 3 Men.
Do
I
you?
love 3 Men and a Baby.
Listen, they should.
The Zac Efron
Leave
movie?
the baby slaps, okay? They're missing out if they haven't seen it.
3 Men and a Baby. I saw that the first time on an airplane, like after it first came out, and I vividly remember.
I can top this. Wait
Nope.
a minute. Wait a minute.
Nope.
I can top the first time I saw 3 Men and a Baby. If you think that, you know, films as they're intended to be seen is on an airplane, which I would like to say Dune 2 saw it on an airplane. No regrets. Come at me. Film Twitter. But but anyways, I saw 3 Men and a Baby for the first time we were heading back from my elder sister's basketball like tournament in Tampa. And so we were in a family friends, like, old school big ass van. And they had like a TV, like, remember the old school, like when you had a big ass van, you had a TV in it and your like little center console up front. And we watched it on that. So in a car, I watched Three Men and a Baby for the first time on a road trip back from like a mid-tier women's basketball game. So there you go.
And we've just given 3 Men and a Baby more airtime than it's had in 15 years.
It's what it deserves.
Okay. I mean, we're going to be talking about our movies of the year pretty soon. I'm pretty sure that should be nominated at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
At least it's an honorary mention.
Jeremy Renner and I probably both saw 3 Men and a Baby in the theater. So there you go. Fun story.
Together? You think y'all
They might have been in the same
Yeah, that
theater.
would have been nice.
We could have been.
No, you'd know it if it was together because I don't know, he'd throw me a bone and put me in one of his movies.
Yeah.
I'm not even related to any famous Prestons. Carrie Preston, Kelly Preston, Robert Preston. Nope.
I really think.
I'm not doing Hollywood nepotism wrong, but
Yeah.
I am a gifted. I'm in the same bloodline as John Deacon from Queen. But
okay.
It's like many steps removed, but I am in the same bloodline. Like he's in my family tree. So.
Allegedly.
No, it is proven that we're related. I've never met him or anything, but yes, that is my one claim to fame in terms of relatives.
My legal last name is not my father's legal last name. Yeah. And I'll leave it at that.
I'm in the same bloodline as John Lithgow.
What?
Yeah, because one of my ancestors has a Wikipedia page that I'm directly connected to from old days. And on his Wikipedia page, it says that John Lithgow is a descendant of his. So,
without telling me the name of your last name of your father, which is AJ, which is different than yours, I'm just going to go with Hitler.
Close enough.
Okay. If without that specific, I get to fill in the gaps.
I'm not sure anything's going to top that, honestly.
We'll
try.
Listen. He's not watching this. He's dead.
Yeah, so it's fine. You won't know. You won't know that it was ever said.
Oh my God, did he just die?
News, no.
Oh, okay.
2-year anniversaries and 3-year anniversaries in 5 days, 6 days.
We had breaking news.
Oh, no.
Literally right now. I just want it to be known, we've discussed this a lot on what this show, whenever Wallace Shawn actually does finally perish, which I can't even think about. We're gonna feel like real dicks for a while using our intro. But you know what? Are we still gonna do it? Absolutely, we are.
We are all going to leave work
stream.
as soon as it happens.
We just won't invite his family on the show.
Yeah, we have to have a full memorial, obviously, when it does happen.
Which will be overseen by Brother Lomas.
Obviously. You saw him die. He'll be like, he was resurrected. So then go
I
again.
think Benny has a more important job than any of us, but I think he'll still leave work that day.
I think he would.
He'll take the day off.
For Wallace Shawn, yeah, I think he would. I think he'd do it for us.
Speaking of Benny and Moose are going to be joining us next week. We're going to be doing our top 10 movies of the year list. They're going to be sitting in, and Benny has told me that we're going to get
interrupt, but of 2025 or
well, yes, of 2025. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Obviously, that is the year we are reviewing this month.
It will have the Den of Thieves Pantera featured heavily.
All right.
What is even coming?
The only place that will be featured heavily.
No, not much. Not much.
I think that actually is the only one release that will have come out before that.
That's fair. That is fair.
Run
all
out
right.
The Damned. I guess that's this week's new release.
Yeah, well, that will be number 2, obviously, on our list of
Well,
year.
I don't know about you all, but my movie of the year was 1996's The Quest, starring and directed by Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, I never saw that, but I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
is our next news story that we have from this great year that was 2025? Here, I think I have some. Oh yes, here we go. What are we looking at here?
That's a book, Bethany. Get with it. Okay, before we had the internet,
Okay.
Mike, explain this to her.
The biggest Jane, you ignorant slut that we've ever had.
Bethany, that is a book. Put that on a
Go on. Yes. Yes, I love.
Well, it was an interesting fact that this autobiography from 1936 of Igor Stravinsky
Okay.
was returned to the New York Public Library 72 years after it was checked out. So I thought that was breaking news.
Never too late.
No.
Breaking news. No, I missed it. It was too late.
But here's the weird part. When you read the article more about it, it turns out that the woman who checked it out was studying music, so wanted to hear about Stravinsky, and then just never returned it. And eventually, she later worked. This was the Fifth Avenue New York Public Library. She eventually worked at the Bronx location, and then it showed up finally 72 years later.
So
she worked at the library. I never thought, I got a book that I should. No, never thought about it.
What is the late fee on that?
$2,628.
Yeah, that's the correct answer.
What is it?
Today?
They had fees, but actually, as of 2021, the New York Library did away with fees.
So maybe that's why she finally felt comfortable.
She was just waiting it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting game.
She just looked at it on the shelf and was like anxious every day.
Oh, I'd like to read that again. Right.
Did she realize
That's not mine.
that is wild, man. Good for her for finally. You know what? That's what we love. We love someone finally coming clean. We respect that.
Consequence free.
Consequence free.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was playing she really was playing the long game there. Jesus. Truly.
Yeah. The Quest also not just Jean-Claude Van Damme, Roger Moore being the most racist Roger Moore has ever been in his entire life.
Oh.
Okay.
And Hollywood's James Remar.
Hollywood's own James Remar. I wonder if James Remar's had to evacuate. I hope he's doing well. I'm worried about him.
Oppenheimer's James Remar?
Yeah.
Hanging out at Griffith Park.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think
he
he's
lives in Griffith
now.
Park.
It's better quality. I'd like to hope he's not outside.
I don't know if you know this, Paul, but we have confirmation that James Remar lives in Griffith Park.
In Griffith Park.
He works there too, but
So we're a little bit concerned for him in these trying times, to be honest. But,
Well, the first thing I told Adam, but I got no response, obviously, was, oh no, the Ghoulies mansion is going to burn down. I give a movie locations tour, so these are the things I know now by curse or not.
What's the most obscure thing someone has asked you to take them to?
I always go back to 4 guys from Germany who wanted to see nothing but Beverly Hills 90210 locations.
I love that for them.
Really?
Oh, that's precious.
Yeah, if you would like to see the, like, all right. And I don't give a tour of those places normally, but I searched them up and found a whole bunch of them, and we went around and checked them all out.
okay.
I think that's it for like obscure and bizarre. I mean, it's most of the time it's TV, if it is, because I don't do TV regularly. I do the Seinfeld apartment and Happy Days house and stuff like that. But sometimes people will come in with some like, oh, yeah, people want to see like Vanderpump locations or stuff from The Hills, you know. But
Yeah.
Iconic.
Yeah.
they're here. So is it iconic?
I love horror.
Have you experienced the Hills, Paul?
Yes, he has.
You know what's iconic? A book.
It's iconic. And on that theme song, little Tasha Bedingfield comes on, and she's like, it's great. 10 out of 10. The drama. It's great.
Turns out one of the big locations from that is a taco place that's right there in the Sunset Strip that I've been to before. And didn't know it. That's the thing. Most of these places, you know, you go by them 100 times, you don't know. Oh, that's where they filmed. And it is.
Yeah. See?
I just want to see what you're equipped to do with this, like the extensive tour knowledge.
So many
Give
things.
tours.
I think he's equipped.
Yeah, well, yeah.
See, I'm not the
I
only
just wanna
dumb
find
one on this.
So ridiculously esoteric, and then I will fly out to LA and like be like, dude, just show me this ridiculous thing.
You,
I feel like I'm gonna go
Andrew,
down
you
a
would have
rabbit
weird
hole.
requests.
I have not given a bad tour yet, and I'm only saying that because reviews have all been great.
Yeah.
And it's great for me because I don't give the same tour twice. It's you pick where you go. So it's all either
love
from my
that.
list of suggestions or added onto it by, someone's like, oh, I love all the stuff you have. Can we do New Girl too? And then yes. Oh, I love all the stuff that you have, but I also want to, and I say yes, and we do it.
So we're
You
starting
can
off
challenge me. Go ahead.
We're starting off with the Karate Kid apartment, and then we're going to the hotel
Easy.
from White Men Can't Jump,
Ooh,
and
you
then
want to travel a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna make it weird.
loves
We're gonna make it so weird.
They're probably, they might be evacuating that hotel soon. We'll see. I think it's more Venice than.
We'll have to
Santa
wait and
Monica.
see what is still.
And then we do the
eligible.
White Men Can't Jump remake.
No, we're not. And I've never said no before. But we're not.
But there's a right time for everything.
I turned it off.
We have said no for the first time.
Wow.
Oh, that's the breaking news. Yeah.
2025 was a year indeed. Wow.
Seriously,
We're
I made
breaking
it
the
like
news
5 minutes
after-
into that movie, and I was like,
broken.
no, because I went back and I watched White Men Can't Jump like 2 years ago. So I was like, wow, movies used to look like this. They used to be shot beautifully, and the cinematography in this movie is fantastic.
The old
And then I
the
watched the
Wesley
remake.
Woody one? Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic movie.
And then, watching the remake is like, oh,
When
this
did
is what
the,
movies
remake
look like
come
now.
out?
This is what a cash grab for nostalgia looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe I ever saw the remake. I've seen the original, obviously, but I don't think I've ever
Don't-
seen the.
Well, here's the thing. Ron Shelton probably made White Men Can't Jump because he had a great idea and he had to make the movie or he'd die. The new one was like, hey, let's do this again. Find a director and let's make it. There's like no passion behind even it happening. So it's just,
Yeah.
not the best reason to make a
Oh,
movie.
it did.
What are we doing? Has the show become watching you guys look stuff up on your phone?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah, that's what's happening right now.
That's what
No,
happens.
I'm looking away and dejected. Actually, thank you.
Jack
That's what the show has
Harlow is in
become.
this? Why?
Yeah.
Who decided that this was needed to be made?
Directed Hulu, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. It's got a 5.2 in case anyone's curious.
All right,
Let's see
screw
what
this.
we'll have.
Somebody play clip number. I did it again. Someone play clip letter E.
I got it. I want it.
What's this guy doing? Tell me what it's.
He's being amazing.
Is that,
what
is
he's
that
doing.
did he just use ninja stars to cut zucchini?
Close.
Did he just win
It's
a Squid
cucumber.
Game?
He's a Chinese man who just broke a Guinness Book World Record by using hand-thrown. He's real-life Gambit. Hand-thrown playing cards to slice cucumbers.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a legend.
That
Heroes
just
bracket.
So that's news.
That is news. I need to watch this again. Playing cards. How does one get into
That's like
this?
crazy,
How do
right?
you learn you can do
He's
this?
making the sound effects.
Well, here's what it says. He started throwing cards in college, and soon the videos he posted of his skills became his full-time career. That's his full-time career after starting with slingshots and skipping stones as a child.
I need to get in on this action. I want throwing cards to be my full-time career. Jesus.
All right, so you saw him with 2 world
Yeah.
records there. Here's the other one. This one's crazy, and I'll tell you what it is ahead of time. Play clip F, and it is him. So like he's throwing the cards, and they're slicing the cucumbers at various levels, but still that it's piercing through the cucumber at all. It means there's such deliberate speed and aim. It's incredible. But imagine if you had to hit a very specific spot on each cucumber. That's what he's doing here, where he's throwing the card just so that it skips the top of a match and lights it over and over again. Go ahead.
Oh, dang.
Madness. Like clearly they
Also,
put whatever's on the outside of a matchbox on the cards, but like just even then to hit him on that side, just at the top, it's just the right. His name is Zhang Yaju. Of course, it could be Yaju Zhang. I don't know. You know, they say Yao Ming, Ming Yao, but that's the guy's name, and he's now a Guinness Book.
And he is the guy that started the LA fires.
And damn him, yeah. Now that Adam is in here, thanks.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Very clearly, what the show Man of the Year 2025.
100%. First of all, also,
Yes,
what a badass that he's like, I'm gonna wear this cool little mask when I accept my awards. Like, he looks like he should be like, I don't know, DJing EDMC or something. And
that is
I
true.
don't know what's going on there, but I like
No
it.
reason anywhere else in the year 2025 where we are going to be wearing masks in public in the future. Not gonna happen.
Well, it's happening here because the air quality is garbage.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly, for the clarification. I'm
No,
obsessed with I
now we
wanna
call
find-
him DJ Zhang.
Here's the question: is what's his next Guinness Book record going to be? Like,
That's his thing. He says he hopes to take on more challenges in the future. So, I don't know.
Authors do like him.
We'll
So
follow his career with great interest.
executive order by the end of
Slice
the
the
month.
watermelon.
Possible, but the cool DJ full face mask, I think they might let those stay. We'll see. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
He
Some
could-
DJ
He
record.
could maybe like take out mailboxes with his playing cards.
Yes, I hope he does.
I think he should attempt cartwheel.
Iconic. Sadly, that was not on our
I
Lord's
don't
Year
think he-
2025. What a distant memory of 2024 that occurred in, but so good nonetheless. So good.
I don't think he can do a cartwheel as well as whoever that guy was.
That long-haired,
that long-haired-
mustachioed fellow.
I thought for a second, now that he's slimmed up, that you were Craig the Barbarian at a distance. Like that. All right, hit number. Or gee, I did it again. Hit letter B.
Letter
I
B.
should have given these numbers.
I like the number. Well,
Speaking of
thanks,
world
you.
records,
Go
a
up.
British Nigerian fashion designer has made the world's largest
This one?
Nope.
This one?
sandal.
Oh,
So that's something you
nice
can do.
the waiting on that. World's largest sandal.
You should see
It
the
is
hippie.
large.
I think it's a size too big.
Maybe.
Your
And
move,
what was the
Shang.
purpose of this exactly?
To get the record, I guess. And it's a little bit like it's 10 feet, 4.2 inches, by 26 feet, 8.8 inches. And I looked at the winner before then, and it was literally like 10 feet, 2 inches, and 23 feet. You know, so she just went a little bigger just to be annoying and made one that's
Price is Right ruled it.
Yeah. Liz Sonia. It only took her 72 hours. That thing looks like that would have taken 2024 to have that and then have it for you here in January. But I wonder what kind of structural integrity they require. Like, could a giant put his foot in there and
Yeah.
walk around, or is it just
Right.
barely held together but looks like a sandal, so I win?
Is the soul enough? Also, like, I feel like I would call this more a slide than a sandal because the toes are covered. They're calling this a sandal?
Yeah.
I guess. Not to be
Seems
semantical.
like
about
extra work though.
Would you call it a slide?
it. Yeah. Like
Hmm.
slides.
It's like a
When you-
slipper.
Like
I
a
don't know.
clog. stocking type of
Shoe
thing.
terminology.
See, I think of it as like a slipper.
Yeah, like a slipper.
Yeah,
I guess it does kind of look like a slipper, actually. 'Cause
That's
it's
true.
like covered. But
It shouldn't it
They
be
were
open toed? Yeah, you're right. It should be
right?
open-toed.
When that like that is by definition a sandal, no? Maybe
Yeah.
we've had it all wrong.
I'm getting
That's
pissed.
sandals open toed.
Yeah.
Guinness is drinking too
But
much.
you know what?
Guinness.
If that's what
Getting
Guinness
the-
says,
getting the
then
rules.
anyone out there, would you call that a sandal? I need to know. Kind of looks like a mule. Okay, yes. Yeah.
I would not want to be hit with that chocolate. Yeah, me either. That would be devastating.
I mean, I have questions. If this was made in 72 hours, yeah, what is this structural integrity?
and
Like, what is that top made at?
what is
Because
the
it looks like
material? Yeah.
material. Like, and the bottom, like that back bit does look like a sole in a shoe would look, but
It looks like a Macy's Day float version of
Yeah.
a sandal.
kind of.
The other question
And
is,
here
what-
comes Skechers with their float, the world's largest sandal. How has the world's largest sandal not been made it already?
Yeah,
Bigger than that.
it took us to 2025 to make that a reality. Slacking, truly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird.
the real question is like, what is Shaq gonna do with it?
Hey,
Oh, that's
Disneyland.
Probably smack Charles Barkley upside the head.
I wish we had the clip of Charles Barkley getting like planted with that giant alligator today on, I think it was Fox Sports 1. I think it was.
I don't know. I'm not familiar.
My favorite Barkley clip, Paul, I'm sure you have to have seen this, is when they pulled an anchor man on him and changed the chyron on the teleprompter.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
They got him to call himself a dumbass. He's doing like a T-Mobile thing, and they put in "I'm a dumbass," and he said it.
I'm a dumbass. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm gonna look that up. Don't
That's-
everyone else do that now? They'll look it up later. Enjoy our show.
Yeah, that's probably it's around 20 years old, but yeah, Ernie Johnson got him good. I'm here for my T-Mobile top 5 sidekicks. I'm a dumbass.
Poor Charles Barkley. Sad.
It's a pretty legendary clip. I mean, granted, it came out around the time then. But we always, anytime we have Paul, before we keep going, before we forget to do this, we haven't done our stream labs in a while, but when we always did everything based on charity, we did it to start off with Paul. It all started off with the Karen Volpe Preston Memorial Fund, and we can't do this stream without you at least plugging it.
Oh, is my late wife Karen Volpe, Karen Volpe Preston. I've established a fund in her name, a scholarship fund, and we have to have just given out another one. I know there was some. I'm very specific about who it goes to. It's someone who grew up where she is, who wants to pursue what Karen did. So that's theater, and now, but I think then it became kind of tough to find someone. I was a little picky, of course. So I've opened it up to music as well, because Karen was into music and theater and all that. So I think the latest one we're going to give away will go to someone in music or perhaps musical theater. So that should be coming out soon. But it basically goes to someone in Western New York who needs the nudge. Like sometimes you got a dream and then you sit on it, but hopefully some extra money is a nudge to push you in the direction of pursuing that. So we've given away 4 of them to 3 different people. The first girl won it twice, and they're doing great things. The first person who got the award graduated from the school that Karen went to, the college, and now is a stage manager at Legoland in Florida in her second or third year. The other 2 are still at Fredonia, where Karen went to school. It's a state school south of Buffalo, New York. And one had gotten cast in The Crucible recently, and the other one was not only doing shows, I think she did cabaret at the school, but also doing off-campus productions of her own with her friends. So
that's awesome.
That's all cool. So that's going on, and you can head to, or I don't know, are you taking donations during the stream, or how's it going to work?
We're gonna set up.
Anything that goes to streamlabs.com/whattheshow/tip will be donated to the Karen Volpe.
We're also gonna put the link up on our Twitter page.
So it's tough to find the link. Otherwise, you go to crcf.org. It's the Chautauqua County Region Foundation, I think. No, Chautauqua Community Region Foundation. They're the people who handle the whole fund, and it's an endowment fund, I believe. So what they do is it'll never not have an award. You just give away the interest each year. So all the money it makes, it's just a bigger and bigger award every year, depending on who donates. So if you donate, you're helping out a kid who's going to pursue the arts. And again, in Western New York, there's not a lot of, hey, get out there and pursue the arts talk. So hopefully the cash will help.
Yeah,
and also, if you've donated to the fund in the past, like that's awesome. If you guys want to keep on donating to it, I also just kind of took kind of an average of what has been donated in the past. I wanted to make sure that we had a donation in place before the show started because, we value what you and Adam always do for us and kind of what you inspire for the spirit of our show that inspired our friendship to continue for now going on half a decade.
Wow.
So
that's
crazy.
a while.
Time is flying.
Isn't that crazy? I was going to mention something. Paul, you mentioned SUNY Fredonia, which I grew up in Long Island, and
everyone where you lived went to school where I went to school.
Yeah, exactly.
All the Long Islanders spread themselves out amongst the SUNY system. Yeah,
100%. And anybody who wanted to pursue music in particular, Fredonia was like the goal. Anybody who in New York State, period. If you were going to go anywhere if you were staying in the state and you were going music, it was Fredonia. Or if you were going to go into any kind of arts like acting or drama or anything, it was Fredonia. And that's when I heard that connection. I'm like, that's so cool, because knowing what that meant to so many people and knowing that you were there and now you're helping out that Karen was there, and that's just like such a cool thing to hear about, because it's a goal that and you say that Fredonia is kind of Western New York and it's not like it's a quote unquote like the middle of nowhere, but it is a big goal. That's a big major accomplishment for someone to get into Fredonia. So not to help somebody out going there, that's awesome.
Yeah, and you don't have to do that. If you just want to, if you're in Western New York and you're like, I want to go to Juilliard, whatever, we'll get $500, $1,000, whatever we got, whatever we've reached in as much as we can give away. These girls just happen to have gone for Fredonia. So for me, that's like a bullseye for the type of person that I want to reward. Like if their grades are great and their interests are solid and they want it, happy to help. But yeah, the jazz bands played huge concerts at Fredonia. The sound recording program became real big when I was there, and is probably even huger now. And yeah, acting's always been a big deal there. I know other places as well. I think Purchase might have had an acting program. But the music thing at Fredonia was a big deal. Yeah.
Huge. Absolutely huge.
I love that Juice just I was staring at the screen, listening intently, and I was listening so intently that it looked like his screen blipped because he came and went so quickly, and I was like, wait, am I hallucinating?
Oh yeah, you went listen, but I have more news about 2025.
We have more news.
Well, it ties into universities. I thought you guys might want to know. The Bellarmine University softball team is set for a 47-game schedule in 2025. They just announced that today, including 22 contests at Knights Field. This features 24 Atlantic Sun Conference games, split evenly between three-game home and road series. Bellarmine will play, get this, ASUN's Northeast Division, Central Arkansas, Eastern Kentucky, Lipscomb, and Northern Alabama. It's going to be the first in which the ASUN Conference will play a division-based schedule. So, breaking news.
That is breaking news.
Sounds like all the stars will be there. All their stars, including Paul, who is their pitcher.
I also had some breaking news. Spoke a couple days ago. Are you all aware of Washington Huskies senior linebacker Drew Fowler?
Yes. Mostly because of this, but yes.
Yeah, same here. I'm glad I know that.
he released a press statement. I'm going to read the press statement that he released recently. So bear with me for a moment. When I first committed here in 2019, I talked about taking the road less traveled. Boy, did I have any idea what that truly means. Playing through 4 head coaches, 3 athletic directors, 4 coordinators, and a global pandemic, my experience at UW has been nothing short of special. To all my coaches, from Coach Pete to Coach Fish, from BG to Bala, Pow, Creighton, Inge, Sosha, Mac, and everyone in between, thank you for putting your time, wisdom, and effort into me and this program. Thank you for all the lessons learned. To all the support staff, from academic advisors, athletic training videos, EQ, creative, and everybody I can't possibly individually name, thank you for all of your sacrifice and hard work that too often goes unrecognized. I hope you know how greatly you are appreciated. Lastly, to my teammates, I know none of you guys will read this. I love and appreciate all of you, my brothers for life. With that being said, I'm officially declaring for the job market. In other words, I need a job. If you or anybody you know has an employment opportunity, I'm your guy. Gritty, hardworking, sneaky, athletic, locker room guy. Will bring my lunch pail to work. My LinkedIn is updated, and I am # open to work.
Open to work, baby.
In other words, the haters said I couldn't do it, and they were correct. Yeah, honestly,
they were correct.
Great call from the haters.
That's great.
I actually think anyone ever on the job market from now on should just be like, I'm declaring. Like, that's how we should all. I'm declaring.
I'm holding this press conference to let Home Depot know that I am out there now. I'm done with Walmart, but Home Depot, Lowe's, Target, they're all in my sights.
Yep.
I am available on weekends.
Now to renegotiate that contract, see what you can get for it. Get them in a little bit of like a bidding war over you. It's a whole thing.
You are not expected to work right out of college. This guy's like, I need a job. Yeah. What? Right out of okay.
What you're supposed to do is go home, live with your parents for a couple of years, doubt everything you've ever done, where you're like, well, should I have really majored in this? And then one day you like kind of figure it out.
Well, and the even bigger thing is like, this guy is off the, most likely he still has another semester of school. Most football players don't graduate.
He's getting a jump on it. He's like, I figured that out.
And could you read again oh, go ahead.
He didn't graduate after like the fall semester. Like, it doesn't line up like that.
It's true.
You do 4 years.
Also, though, like he committed in 2019.
I had to put in an extra one, coach.
So I was like, so he's already a 5th year.
I love the Scooby gang of best friends he has. Could you read their names again? Those are the best.
Oh yeah, okay. This is the coaching staff. From Coach Pete to Coach Fish, from BG to Bala, Pow, Creighton, Inge, Sosha, Mac, and everyone in between.
How's Pow spelled? Like Pow?
P-A-O.
Everyone in between. Like, he mentioned everyone in between. Those guys.
That's us. Yeah.
I think
it counts. Can we put that on our resumes?
BG, Dabala, Pow, Creighton, Bing, Soka, Mac. Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of coaches.
Those aren't even alphabetical.
Are those all 3 athletic directors, 4 coordinators, and the global pandemic? That should have been mentioned in the coaching staff. Like the COVID-19.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Okay. So Paul, if you are so far like pretty much an expert on this year that has to come been so with
that's what I am,
yes with Drew, what's his name, knowing that tweet went out, are you familiar with this tweet? I was in an Uber and a song came on that had the most sinister vibes ever, and all 3 of us were sitting in dead silence. I wish I could remember the song. I'm gonna try and find it. Do you know what song this was?
I do.
I don't know. Punctuation's on point for however old that person is. But
this is texted by a 17-year-old in 2005.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't. I mean, did that ever come to light as to what song it was, or we just?
Yes.
Oh, so I'm to make a guess. Wait, put it up one more time.
Yep. Go ahead.
And
just guess.
Most sinister vibe.
Sinister.
Something that's not sinister.
Well, I have a feeling. Yeah, it's probably like In the Air Tonight.
Oh, you would think, right?
Okay, so it's the other direction. Sinister vibe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Uptown Girl.
Girl. Honestly,
God.
I'm with him. It is a sinister song. What
Mike just
what
swallowed
about
it. So I
Uptown
had to-
Girl? Made this
that the real
17-year-old
answer?
think of this?
It is. It is
Oh,
Uptown Girl.
It was
By
Uptown Girl.
Billy Angel. Ranked
Gen
the most
Z
sinister song of
bordering
2025,
alpha.
everyone.
Believes that Uptown Girl is a sinister song.
I love Billy Joel. He's my favorite artist of all time, and that is dopey as hell. That's the most lightweight tune he has. Probably.
Uptown Girl. We love accidental clicks.
That might be my favorite comment we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Obviously, hi. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Hello, Carson is on.
Yeah.
Don't talk to him. It's offline.
Hold on. I'm getting that right now. Uptown.
You
But
get
hit
to
that
the
sub
comment.
button. Hit the like.
I
Speaking of,
mean,
Speaking of young girls, I have another story here, real quick. Two
God damn.
Girl Scout cookie. We're in Girl Scout cookie season, which, by the way,
Yes.
happens way too quickly after the holidays. Like, I am not prepared
Yeah.
to handle that insult to injury. But there are two that are going to be discontinued after this season. But I think they're ones you probably don't know, like discontinue Thin Mints and expect an uprising, right? Like
Yes.
that's right.
people would riot.
Yes, for sure. And for me, Do-Si Do's peanut butter kick-ass tag-alongs are the best because peanut butter and chocolate are the greatest combination in the history of man, outside of maybe Riggs and Murtaugh and TNA. But they're getting rid of Toast Yay and Girl Scout s'mores after this season, after 2025. No more of those two.
S'mores were
This was news today, or news this year. This year's news.
Have replacements been announced?
But they just downsized.
No, maybe they're just thinning the herd. There are like 12 different kinds of cookies now, and
They did get a little. Maybe they got a little bit too big. It was
but I'm
too
gonna
many.
get them on their way out. Toast Yay, they apparently are like a
No, I
French
know.
toast shape and taste, and
I
then
don't get
the
that.
s'mores. I mean, you can't go wrong with that flavor.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, the
smart.
s'mores are almost like they're really good though. Almost like a Malamar with like a little thin marshmallow.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes. Oh man, and they're taking this away. Yeah, I'm sad. I'm gonna have to get
I'm
both of
taking away
them.
the thing I just heard of.
What
the
I've had the s'mores ones. I haven't had the other ones, the French toast sounding ones. I haven't had those, but
Have
I'm
you
gonna
heard
have to try them now, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna like them, and then I will be sad that they're
You have to get multiple boxes. Yeah, this store
I-
up
have to source them.
just in
put 'em in
case.
the
I like it.
As long as
Cinnamon.
the artist formerly known as the Samoa remains on the roster, like that's all I
Yeah.
really care about.
I think they're
That's
out
fair.
there. Yeah. Have you had the
What are they calling
raspberry
it?
rally?
Fairly.
I haven't. I've always been afraid of them. Are they good?
They're gone. They left last year, so that's how much you know.
Yeah, you're
That's we're gonna catch them on their way out.
Yeah.
And support your local Girl Scout troop, or there's so much online ordering for Girl Scout cookies that you can just be like, listen, I'm gonna find somebody's cause that I want to like support, and I'm gonna get a bunch of cookies for doing it. Like, it's really cool that you can do that.
Yes, I agree.
I do it every year. So
The real question is, though, are they made from real Girl Scouts?
Ew.
We are here in the home of Girl Scouts, so we take our Girl Scout cookies seriously in these parts.
Mm.
Georgia.
You can go visit it right here in Savannah. Fun fact.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, just saying it's an option. You
Yeah.
can go see the founder of the Girl Scouts house. It is available for tours.
There's also the founder of Birds Aren't Real.
Yes.
Resides in Savannah.
We see, sure,
Yo.
come
Yeah.
to LA tours
There's
online.
actually
you know
a
what y'all
2020
really want to do.
There's a 2025
birds-
news story with the Birds Aren't Real guy. Did you guys see this?
No.
He
I
brought
didn't.
back Enron. He brought back Enron. This is a real 2025 news story. He did a big tech news conference and
Yeah.
announced the Enron egg, which is A thermonuclear reactor for the home.
Okay, that's something.
Everybody
is
thought that
something.
Enron was coming back and they were doing this thing. It was the birds aren't real guy.
Birds aren't real.
Wow, we thought we had fires now.
Yeah. Only getting worse.
Yeah.
2025. Wow.
I never
What a
want
year.
to. I never want to know that guy's name. He is the birds aren't real guy for me forever. Even if I meet him in
Right.
person, I'm calling
True,
him
yeah.
the hi birds aren't real guy.
No recollection of what.
Hey,
this man
McLovin, right? We don't know his name.
did. Birds aren't real.
He's McLovin.
You're 47. What?
Yes. Absolutely. Skincare routine is.
What do you want to hear about?
that or Muhammad?
Do you want to hear about the first baby born in San Francisco this year, or do you want to hear about what John Deere has planned for the upcoming year in their manufacturing?
I got to hear about John
Yes.
Deere. I feel like it's John
Please
Deere.
do.
They're going to release large-scale agriculture tractors, dump trucks, and electric mowers that are autonomous. So I just got a MetaQuest recently. I don't know if you know the VR goggles.
VR
You can
goggles,
get in
yeah.
there, and it is real. We've caught up with technology. It's Minority Report meets Ready Player One. It's all those things. And now, according to John Deere, we're going to catch up to the technology of Maximum Overdrive next. So
Sweet.
as the electric mowers and tractors and dump trucks come after us.
I'm slightly terrified.
Okay, but do we have a VR lawnmower program yet?
The thing is, I think to let the farmer sit down and not do anything while his machines till the field, you know. He doesn't even have to do any of this with the guy. It's sit back and relax. But it is interesting. Yeah, what we need to do is take farmers' jobs away. I guess that's
Yeah, is what we're learning here.
I'm
I
gonna
want to put on
that.
my VR headset and become some sort of lawnmower man.
What
There you
is
go.
the asking price for this? It's got to be pretty hefty, right? Have they put out any
Is
quotes?
there an MSRP?
don't know. Just announced that in Vegas. I think did they do CES already? The big consumer electronics show. I think they were there for that.
I mean, I thought the farmers are hyped. They're like, I'm gonna sit on the porch and drink the lemonade. Like,
Can you imagine that? I mean, yeah, he's just sitting there.
for me.
He's just sitting there like this, and his machine's
It's
just
out
getting
there.
That's sweet, you know.
That's what I envision, to be honest. Yeah.
The AI combines just make fucked up looking crop circles.
All right. Do you want to hear about the first baby born in San Francisco of the year, or do you want to hear about the city of Bellacastro, Calabria in Italy?
Yes.
The second one.
I like Italy.
The mayor of the Italian village of Bellacastro issued a proclamation banning residents from getting sick.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He said, don't contact serious illnesses that could lead to the need for emergency medical attention because they have bad health care. So don't engage in activities that could lead to serious injuries and instead spend the majority of your time resting. The mayor said about half. Now, there's only 1,200 people in this town, but so maybe that's why. And most of them are over 65. The nearest hospital is 30 miles away and accessible via a road with an 18-mile-an-hour speed limit. So they have one on-call doctor, not available nights, weekends, or holidays. So the mayor just basically said, don't get sick. It's going to be so much easier for everybody.
They need the autonomous John Deere to get them to the hospital.
It would take them. Just would go
Instead of guy bleeding, on the and just
on the John Deere.
go and there he goes.
Yeah.
On to the hospital. That's good. Yeah.
What was the mayor's name? Was
The mayor Antonio Torcia.
okay. Wasn't my boss.
Antonio Torcia.
It wasn't my boss. Yeah, I was gonna say any boss in the United States of America, basically, I think he got it from them. You're just not allowed to be sick. I know we say theoretically that there are sick days in the employee handbook, but they're not real. They're not real. They're an illusion of sick days.
They're like birds.
They're not real.
We don't dwell on last year.
No, we don't.
Old news.
Old news. We're reviewing 2025, the year that was. I feel like I've made this poor baby in San Francisco wait long enough. I feel like I now need to know about it.
Oh, his name has a lot to live up to. Born 3:35 a.m. January 2nd. I tried to find out the first baby in the states or the world even, but
Yeah.
no one's talking about that. They should call all these stories together and pick who was earliest. But I like the one in San Francisco best because the kid's name is a lot to live up to. He's Messiah Thompson.
Oh,
So
which is a great combo because Thompson average.
Right.
You're like one of 500 million Thompsons. They're like, that's average. What do we get from Messiah? Wow, that's a
I'm going to say
lot to live up to.
cornerback for Cincinnati.
Oh, I like it.
his father thinks he'll become a football player. So you are right. And the best
Yeah.
part is the father's name is right out of a Key and Peele sketch. Martavius Thompson. In San
Nice.
Francisco.
Nice.
So yeah, it's
My-
funny. You're right in line with that. But
Cincinnati
first-
Bearcat, if I've ever heard.
Yeah, it does sound like that kid is destined to be a football player.
He
For
needs
sure.
to go into the witness relocation program so I can step on his foot and say hello, Mr. Thompson.
Nope, that one's lost on me.
we all were lost.
We're all lost on that one.
What you stepped on there was the break.
I really wish we could hit the music there, but we got to keep on going till the next. Yeah.
Yeah, but to me, if I knew that a dude gave birth to the Messiah, I'd go up and go, did you fuck your wife?
God damn it! Why
I
do we not
saw
have the
Wallace
music
Shawn
cue?
die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roping. I like that. You're a jabroni.